Well, we established that God still speaks today because God's alive.
Absolutely.
But how does God speak? Is it different ways to different people? What are the ways that God can speak?
Great question. Because he created us so unique.
Yeah.
There's no two people the same.
That's right.
And as any married couple will tell you, it's not just what is said that's important, it's what is heard.
That is so
And
good.
we have these filters
Yes.
that are so unique and individual. We interpret what people are saying by the way that we're wired. We're all wired differently. Some people are very, very creative.
Yes.
Other people are very analytical,
Yes.
subjective, objective. We're all
Bookworms.
absolutely. Some people love lots of color. Other people like black and white.
Yeah.
Father knows all of that. So he
good.
will
Very
choose
good.
a way to speak to us that is deeply meaningful to us as an individual. For me, I'm a very picture person.
Yes.
I love color, I love nature, I love creative things. And so my father finds all of those ways to speak to me. But you know, someone might be a very objective, analytical accountant or
Yes.
lawyer or
Yes.
something, and so Father will use the language of the individual,
Very good.
because the important thing is that each of us as individuals hear exactly what Father is trying to say to us, and so He will use
That's brilliant. That's brilliant.
our language
Brilliant.
to communicate His heart to us.
So God's speaking. You've established He does it. His focus
Yes.
is on our hearing, not just His speaking.
Absolutely.
And I suppose that's the wisdom in human relationships. The focus of the individual is not just that they're speaking something, but is the person hearing their heartbeat? Is the person hearing what they intend, not just words that they go, hang on, but that's not my
That's the
heart.
whole thing. That's the whole thing. If you take a look, right throughout the Bible, Father communicates to us that His objective for
Yes.
our lives
Yes.
is obedience. It's not sacrifice, it's obedience.
Very good.
But you cannot obey what you haven't heard.
Very good. Clarity.
And the boldness of your obedience is determined by the clarity that you hear. And so the more clear I hear what God is saying,
Yes.
the more bold I can obey what He's saying.
That's fantastic. So some people, maybe they compare how they hear to another person, or they see someone hearing a certain way going, man, I don't hear God like that. Would your encouragement to that person be, well, how do you hear from God? And
Exactly.
don't compare to that. If
That's
you
right.
are hearing, lean into that.
Exactly. The vast majority of Christians are actually missing some of them, the greatest moments of
Yes.
communication, because they're expecting
Yes.
God to speak like they do to so-and-so.
Yeah.
My wife and I, Margaret, your
Yeah.
mum.
Yeah.
We're so different.
Yeah.
We're complete opposites, and we hear God differently. But both ways of hearing from the Lord
Wonderful.
are equally valid. Yeah.
God does still speak today. He speaks in many different ways. The question is not, is this the right way? Is that the right way? But are you hearing God? And are you hearing His heartbeat? I
Yes.
encourage you to keep on leaning in and hearing God speak to you very personally, because you're very unique.